What is up, folks at home? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about moving baits in the fall, baits that you need to be throwing when it's windy and the water is clearing up. So gonna be a fun video today. Let's go. Guys, today's video is brought to you by Wear Oyo. They believe in the channel, we believe in their sunglasses. They sent us some sunglasses to feature. We're super excited about these products. All of the links will be in bio. Each pair of sunglasses comes with a nice case to carry them in, a nice cleaning cloth, and a protective cover for that case. These are amazing polarized sunglasses. Go ahead and check them out. We will have the link in bio so that you can get a 15% discount on Wear Oyo sunglasses. Huge shout out to them. Check them out. So in the fall, you have three things that are gonna start happening, right? The first thing that starts happening in the fall is one, temperatures fall, which means water temps are falling. When that water gets into the 60 to 50 degree range, bass become willing to chase, right? So that falling temperature is gonna spur feeding. The second things that happen is fish are gonna start to relate to bait fish. Cover and structure becomes less important, bait fish become important. And I like to think about finding pins, right? On your body of water, can you find a place where bass can pin up bait fish and feed on them as those bait fish try to escape? So think of man-made canals, humps and ridges that form a saddle where those fish can be pinned up. Natural features of a lake like a bowl section or an inside turn where those fish can press those fish in there. And the big thing about the fall, the third thing that comes in, so you've got falling temperatures, feeding bass, bait fish, wind. Wind is super important in the fall because as you can see today, it's clear, it's cold, and it's windy, right? So slow moving baits are new. They're not the ticket this time of year. We're talking power fishing, we're talking moving baits. So I got a couple to break it down with, right? The first thing, as that water is clearing up and getting colder, the rattle trap style bait is going to become vitally important. If you watched the video the other day, I went and had a good day on Max and Cookie throwing this Machine Lure Works Simcoe 75 in a matte clear color, and I like that because it matches bait fish this time of year. But you can move this bait through a zone and you can cover water effectively to find feeding fish. That is a huge thing, covering water. The rattle trap is going to draw reaction strikes. You can pop it, you can do all kinds of different things to make it work, but at the end of the day, it's going to draw reaction strikes, right? If the water is clear, the second thing I'm gonna pick up is the swim bait. So here I have the Ebb and Flow Upgrade 3/8 ounce head, and I've got the best color swim bait for this time of year, which is that blue with a chartreuse belly. Sexy shad, you know, a lot of different plays, electric shad. Whatever it is about this color this time of year, it's gonna get outbit 10 to 1 on anything else. Smallmouth especially love this color this time of year. I don't know what it is. I think it stands out in the baitfish schools. I've got the Z-Man 3.5 inch Mulletron on there. I like the wedge tail as the water gets colder. It has more of a subtle movement, a more of a quick movement than your traditional paddle tail that shines in warm water. So that Mulletron on the Ebb and Flow Upgrade jig head is going to literally stay on my deck until ice out, because you can fish it like a jig, you can fish it like a swim bait, and you can fish one Mulletron all day on there and it's gonna stay pinned, right? It has a nice subtle tail kick and action to it, and it just does a really good job of mimicking prey and bait fish this time of year. So that is bait number two. If you notice, both of those are clear water. As we get into dirtier water, I'm gonna start to rely on a change in vibration, and that is where the flat-sided crankbait comes into play. And a lot of guys have gotten away from the hard bait, right? Let me tell you, the hard bait will absolutely get clobbered this time of year, especially in colder water. So here we have the Rapala OG Slim 6 in that shad color. Once again, you can see the chartreuse sides with the blue. Now, I take these baits and I purposefully leave them in the windows of my garage to get sunbaked. And there's a reason why I do that, right? When you sunbake a bait, it mutes it just a little bit. And as you can see, this bait is kind of just a little bit muted on the sides. I haven't had it in the window very long. I have some that have been in the window for almost a year, and they're just about perfect. About every month I'll change the side of it, and what happens is it mutes that paint scheme and dulls it down a little bit. In clear water it's going to get a bit better. In murky water I want the original color and the original vibration because it's going to stand out a little bit more. But this flat-sided crankbait bite is about to get off the chain. When that water is in the 50 to 60 degree range, that square bill crankbait will absolutely get chewed, right? It is a great bait to throw. And then when we get into that deeper, darker colored water, I'm gonna start to throw the chatterbait. Now, the chatterbait is gonna stay on my deck all the way up into the ice out. I think I've caught fish in 36 degree water on a chatterbait in the channels. And there's a reason why the chatterbait gets so well, and it is vibration. And as the water gets into that 60 to 50 degree range, red becomes the ticket. For whatever reason, red in the 50s will get absolutely chewed. You can tell when fish have lipstick on, it's time to start throwing that red color. This is the Z-Man chatterbait, and I've got a Bait Caves Cave Cricket on there to match it in that orange pumpkin seed color. It's a great bluegill imitator, but more often than not in that colder water around vegetation, the chatterbait is going to absolutely shine, right? So there are 5 baits for you to be throwing this time of year. They work that well because of the vibration that they put off, but also because these baits are all designed to cover water. Now, the important thing that you need to note, as the water is clearing up, your baits need to be more natural. As the water is getting darker, your baits need to be louder, right? And the important thing is you're gonna do a lot of sight fishing this year. Sunglasses are vitally important, 1, because you're looking for active bait fish, and 2, the water is clearing up, you're gonna start to see those wolf pack bass again. If you can get a rattle trap way out in front of a wolf pack and pop and jerk it through there, they're gonna chase it down, they're gonna smack it. And a lot of times I get followers, I can see them with my polarized sunglasses, and then I can convert those followers into hookups. This time of year is a great time of year to learn how to power fish. So hopefully you took something away from today's video. If you guys like what's going on the channel right now, like and subscribe. Also head on over to Where Oreo, buy some sunglasses, help support the channel. You supporting us by supporting them helps us do more videos. So thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We will see you next time.